Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Atrona, and today I'm gonna do a real quick clip on finding out what type of scout you should use for what situation. So the way I'm gonna go about this is simply explaining like 2 or 3 points that I usually look at when it comes to deciding. But first off, the very first one that I have to say is that, in my opinion, it's always going to be a lot better to scout the 11 scout because you get one free one. The odds are the same, but it saves you a lot of time. You get an extra one, so it's a little cheaper. Now, they just opened up a new event, a new ranking event, and so these are going to be the new characters used because the enemies are Earth type. And so that's one of the reasons why I made this video. Oftentimes people want to go for the newest one without really realizing that they have to kind of focus on building up a team or like a group of characters that could help them in whatever situation. For example, me, my strongest characters are Earth type. They're the school uniform girls that were used for what I would believe is the floor clearing event, which I also just finished, but like that's why I got these things locked down. And so, as mentioned, usually you can tell what kind of enemy you're going to face by the type of outfits that they give in the events, like the how to explain it, the clothing events that are given before the ranking events. So, for example, for this event, the clothing event was, or the clothing quest was the maid outfit. And so, since the maid outfit is wind, automatically you could just assume that the boss that you're going to be fighting is going to be Earth type. Now, what type of fighter, as in like dagger, magic or sniper or anything like that, that would be kind of a trial and error where you just have to look for where it says weakness. Well, going back to the scouting though, so as mentioned before, I have some pretty strong Earth types. Everything else though, what I have is neutral, which means that it's not stronger than any other element, but it's also not weaker than anything else because I have OS characters. The only ones that I'm missing actually are Asuna and Kirito. So because this coming event is for wind, even though I would really want to check out these characters right here, I already have Earth, and I don't see too much of a need for water. And then another thing to take into account are your percentages, the odds of you getting it. So, for example, with this scout, if you click on that button that I mentioned or that I showed earlier, you'll see it can show you like the list of the possible. Well, it shows you the characters and everything, and then it shows you the list of possible characters that you could get. As you can see, the only 4-star characters are the 2 knights. Everything else is 3 stars and under. So that's a little hard because statistically, the odds of you getting those are significantly lower. However, on the one over here, if you look into the characters and info tab, you're going to notice that they have all the characters from this, I guess, season or set. And so we're talking about what, 7, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different 4-star characters. So statistically, I think it's a lot better. Although now that I'm looking at the list, it looks like it might be proportional because of all the other characters that you can also grasp. And then another thing to look at are their skills. Like, what is it exactly that they have as a sword skill? In my opinion, the best kind of characters that you can get are the ones that heal as a sword skill. So the OS characters have an auto heal, which means that they slowly heal over a certain period of time. The uniform girls have like a quick heal, but most other characters don't really have that, and that becomes a problem because if you want them to last in battles that you may not be the best at avoiding or parrying, you're gonna need some healer, and that takes time. And so in things like ranking events, where the only 3 things that they grade you on are time, down to like the milliseconds, the amount of damage that you've dealt, which it should be for everyone that completes it, and the amount of damage taken. If you do those no-hit runs where you don't get touched a single time by the boss, time is really the only thing that separates you from the ones that are before you. So I have 251 gems right now, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cash them in right now. Um, the main way to find out if you're gonna get a 4-star after you already hit the button is if you see like little sparkles. So from that moment, we'll already be able to see if I got something or not. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Give me some sparkles. No sparkles. Oh man. So that means I'm probably gonna get some 3 stars and down. But that's fine. I mean, it's a random thing. Oh wait, what? I actually did get a 4-star. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that means that the sparkles isn't as much of a deciding factor as I thought it was. Um, Hopefully she's good. I haven't looked too much into their other skills, but yeah, it's not bad. I'm getting a lot of 3 stars. And that's another thing. Even if you get a lot of copies, that's fine because the crystals that you get from them you can use to hack other characters that you have, which I strongly suggest you invest into a 4-star character that you feel is really good, really strong. For example, one of my strongest characters is probably my OS Silica, because since she's dagger, her combo is like 6, 7 hits, so it charges up a lot of MP really quickly. So for me, the best thing to do was I hacked her as many times as possible, and I did it all with strength and critical. So all her hits are really hard, and sometimes critical it's even harder. I get that MP quickly, and I can use my battle skill, which allows me to heal and also does a pretty big number of damage. So yeah, so I'm really happy that I decided to do this. I have no idea what would have been the result if I did the other one. But yeah, so I'll make another video soon. Ah, she's what? Bow? Okay. That makes it a little more difficult for me. Ranged characters aren't the best unless it's for levels where you're okay with taking a long time. But yeah, so maybe the next video will be me looking into this character and what skills they have and everything. And until then, I'll check you guys later. Thanks for watching.